These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
Difference in those backs. Abel has himself an extra longsword, which means that up until Arn can get himself another back, he's going to be down in damage, which is a real problem in the early game when no one really has that many stats at all. And as we're using those backs, dragging the uncontested start here from WE, which is already onto the board here for W in terms of the objectives.
Some early dragon cryo here. Really nicely done from WE to use that push, and that'll mean that they actually have time to maybe look at the other side of the map and contest for the grubs on the top side after going for that early dragon. They did have the cross map to go for the grubs as well, and they'll just get all three uncontested.
Yeah, so bot lane, the bot side was an early startup on that dragon. Of course, the grubs spawned after, so it's not like GLFS could have taken the grubs while the dragon was going down. The grubs weren't alive yet. Cooldown, maybe Scam could teleport to a play. Doesn't really want to leave a turret under his tower, and he's wandering down to the play now as Wayward.
He's running. They are going in on the engage here. Here's the Nature's Grasp to come right back. There's the
Teleport.
TP onto the ward in the back. Nature's Grasp connecting on a multiple members. GLFS with a big Bramble Smash on. Gets the first blood. They try to get Abel. Fate Seal not going to connect it there. YSKM going for the all out, but he does have to get out after that one. Dragon does get denied, and IG will turn back on it themselves.
Yeah, the Maokai showing its value, just really reliable engage, and it gives Nani and Vampire a good option as well. So that's going to be some summoners taken away from WE. It's going to be a kill given over, and Wayward, he doesn't stick around in top lane. He gets one play in mid lane. Wayward walked down to the play because he doesn't have that teleport, but he didn't pop the ghost. He didn't stop the teleport from YSKM. I think Wayward just kind of missing the plot a little bit, and I think he's quite lucky that YSKM doesn't get any kill participation himself.
Just immediately after fight to be able to take down so many structures. So really nicely done for WE. Is they did lose that dragon in the end, but they've had pretty solid neutral objective control so far, and obviously being able to lean onto Wayward's advantage up here. But that is the continual conversation, is this advantage going to be enough to win them the game?
Herald's now been started, 6 grubs already in for WE. I don't think IG want to give this one over for free if they can help. They're not in position, so they'll probably have to give that all the same. YSKM alone in bot side. He doesn't have that teleport, so he won't be able to work his way up towards that plate. He gets some turret damage and a wave down to tower, but Herald should safely go over to WE.
Got really good control on this top side. Yeah, a little dedicated. All right. Yeah,
You got the eye? Did he die for that?
I think he does. He just flashed. He has no way out. Oh, goodness. Goes from bad to worse here. He tries to dash at the last second, but Nani will get the kill with the pullback there, so they will punish.
The YSKM can split out someone from the combo as well. Herald's been put down in mid lane for WE. That will set up for the dragon fight as well. Push in towards mid, have 6 grubs, and see if you can get yourself a good fight.
Oh, they go in for the engage there. And GLFS is going to come around the corner of the Fate Seal. The combo, is it enough? No, Nani goes down. Wayward finds 2 kills, and he's got that axe spinning around in circles, making IG dizzy straight into the dragon, and maybe even into YSKM here. That ghost, he's able to chase him down here. Maybe he's got the permafrost too. Oh my goodness. YSKM gonna try to take the fight back, but now the guillotine to get the bleeds down, and he does find an exit with the rest of the team. The all-out, is it gonna be enough? Maybe they take down Wayward. The flash comes through, and WE, they're looking to fight more. That wolf is howling, and Abel's finding a flank. The ADC comes through, and another couple kills go to Wayward. They are playing through their advantage so well here.
Abel starts shredding through the dive as well. IG, that's a blueprint of how not to team fight in this game. You can't afford to let these carries have a free team fight. Suddenly, all of those numbers on the bottom of the screen are red. Advantages over to the side of WE. So if Wayward can then stick in a lane and kind of use the fact that IG have used that Nature's Graft, or maybe use themselves as their engage combos, things can fall apart. They're going for a big engage. Here they go.
Oh, they actually find a big one here. Bofo going down already as WE. They have to find a way to stabilize. This is somewhat of a troubling situation now that they're just burning the Baron.
Yep. So Wayward's going to come up as well. Vampire, he doesn't have his Magnet Storm now. He's in the brush, and now he's been seen. I think WE, I think they can still fight. Abel has all tools available.
And Xiang needs to get in the pit. 50-50. It's going to go the way of GLFS. He might have just activated Griffin. Now Nani goes wide with the Fate Seal. They try to find the backline. They cannot. You still have Wayward, a big dog in this fight as IG scattered to the wind. YSKM, he's going to be chased down, and he's just going to have to be the martyr. They did end up getting the Baron. They will get out with a bunch of the buffs, and IG finds some life.
Yeah, WE slip up in terms of their vision control, and IG pounds. YSKM will go down. Eventually he'll go down. He's not making it out of this one, but still walking away with 3 Baron buffs from that situation is absolutely a heist. Is he going to get the empowered recall? He might even get himself an execute from this. He's trying. He gets himself damaged there, though, I believe. He gets the kill.
Hey,
Abel ends up getting
and
his
it's worse.
elastic.
He goes to Abel.
So that's now going to be an extended death time for YSKM. 40 seconds dead. Problem is, he takes so long to die that WE normally would like to use this to take the dragon. Not going to be the case though, because WE spent so long killing that Cassante. IG, great pickoff from them.
Those solar flares with those glacial prisons, and we're seeing Vampire maybe take a little bit of that here. Half his health gone. We'll have time to reset though before the fight.
Yeah, Nani takes down an outer turret while this is happening. Wayward pushes in top lane.
Love
So
that.
it's just like, Joe, I didn't know you were such a good artist. There for Munchables. Shout out to him. Nani getting himself into this outer tower gold here. WE, they have the 6 grubs. They've been really struggling to push up that much further. They're waiting until these objectives comes up, you know.
I'm just really interested at the way that these two teams are approaching this one. Specifically, like, IG are waiting for WE in a lot of cases to try and engage, maybe overextend, and they capitalize with a lot of reactionary engages there and follow-ups.
Now, W, are they going to run back towards this too? They're going to get some vision control back. Right, IG, they still have themselves all of their flash engage tools. This is not good terrain for WE.
Yeah, this is a rough pincer right now. Vampire is looking for it. He goes there on, can't find the engage with the Fate Seal. That's going to find it, and they get already one. Yan Sheng is down. They're trying to fight back IG. They have YSKM on the back line. YSKM going away, though. Look at Fofo. He's got the rockets, and Wayward's got the spins. Do they have it, though? Wayward, he can't keep it up. And he is down. Only a dog is left for WE to stand. And IG, they'll pull it back.
IG pull the trigger in their own time, in their own leisurely pace. WE giving up another big objective. Even though they get themselves the inner turret, it's going to be IG once again finding a way back into this game. More than that, they're pulling themselves probably ahead in this game at this point. Vampire goes onto the front line again. I thought this was going to be a mistake. I thought that maybe giving Abel a chance to play around his feathers was going to be a mistake. But Abel, I don't think he has a great flash. His feather positions aren't great. His ult position wasn't great. And he ends up flashing right into the enemy team, and he gets hit by a sapling. So not the best team fight from Abel. I thought the engage from IG potentially could have put them under the bus, but they just about clutched it out before the second Darius Q comes through.
And you know who had a hell of a fight? It's that man in the bot lane for IG, the man that's been singing strong the whole time on 6.7 thousand damage done on the Kaisa. A mainstay in recency for IG, one of the pillars it feels like in the new era for this team, and he is popping off now. He's on 4.5. Extremely nice from IG, and now the siege is coming to town against WE. They have to find something, some sort of life in this one, because you have to remember they can't lose a single game. They found backlines. They've consistently found pincer maneuvers, and Vampire will be spotted out. WE feeling a little bit scared here as they set up.
Wayward just sticking around in the corner here. He'll be spotted on that ward. Vampire has the
improved
Mega Blast Cone.
They have so much distance that they can cover here. It's a front to back, though. Maybe WE can pull this one out. IG feeling a little bit respectful as they back away. Dragon is still the contest here, Divera. They are contested now. It's 5,000 down. They're going for the Dragon. It goes over to GLFS. Mia, the Fate sealed by Nani on the back, but he goes back, and now you already got numbers advantage for WE.
WE, they take the kills, but they lose that Dragon. It's still going to be something. Hang on. And if he hits another W, this could be a kill. Those carries again. So that's going to be a tower going down for them in that bot side and at least claiming some territory on the map, which WE have struggled to do. This is the first time they've really managed to touch those inner turrets beyond Fofo taking that mid lane one in trade for the last Baron.
Going to leave it.
WE going to leave it. They're going to go towards the Baron instead. There are no saplings up there right now, and they're going to try and burn it down. It's not great terrain for WE, but IG, they're teleporting in. This will be YSKM. Nani trying to walk up with the rest of the team.
Is this how we go down? As WE making the call, they go for the Baron play, but now they are surrounded by IG. They go for the play on this split side, though. GLFS gets a big Nature's Graph, big face seal, though. Here comes the entrance. Oh, Vampire obliterated, but look at on. He's all by himself. He needs to find a way out of here. The escape button, as he does end up getting back one. Now he's trying to find another. He's going down, though, going golden, but there's nobody in any vicinity to help him. Nani trying to get Abel on the other side, but WE, they are able to fight back. They find the Baron, and now they're pushing down mid lane.
Even look for an end of the game. There aren't big ultimates up from IG right now, and they have good tower killing potential. I think they might even go for the game.
Wayward feeling himself even more strongly now. Picked up the Darius, and he is laying it down. They're going to fight their way into this one. They sold the Baron minions. YSKM getting low. IG, their hope here in this game. They got Nani, and that's a huge one. He's going to get a big set off of WE in that fight. The big pick off on Abel. These guys having incredible performances to try to close this one out for IG, and WE They have been bruised and battered in this one for sure.
From that Yone, Baron buff still up though. WE looking to shove in with the waves.
And they actually have a pretty heavy siege here. Both are going to take a hit. Wise Cam, the true front line right now. Nature's Grasp coming in. This is IG's play. They want to try to make. Wayward still heavy front line. Glacier Prison goes wide. The convergence starting to kick up here. Look at Nani though. He needs to get in. There's the Blade Caller back. They cut out Yanxiang. On finds one. This is what IG needed. They find Mark. That's a double kill for the star on. And they want to follow it up as well. They still have Killer Instinct. Wayward needs to be careful. On, stepping up, trying to go for it. Abel body blocks, fate sealed in. Abel and On, they're going at each other's throats, but it's On who has a team next to him. And IG from the brink, it's Wayward. He's trying to fight tooth and nail, but the wolf will be turned into a pelt here as IG surround him on all sides. They're gonna go for Alco Gaming. He's throwing up the emotes, but it's gonna be a sweet, sweet salute by IG.
They've tried to clutch it out, but their team fighting just hasn't been able to deal consistently with Arn's Kai'Sa. Yes, Kai'Sa is shredding through the front line. WE getting pushed back now. Nani teleporting to that bot wave, not able to find a teleport. Here comes Fog. Elder started.
It might be game one, but the stress is high. Big engagement. Oh my god, Nani! He finds the massive fade seal, but he's going down. Look at the fight, though, in the Dragon Pit. Yanxiang is completely caught by himself. On the other side, though, IG, they're picking off members. Dragon going low, and Elder has been secured by IG. WE, they're going to be executed, and their hopes and dreams are being dashed in front of their very eyes.
WE, they can't clutch it out. Invictus Gaming will go through to the Knights Rivals stage after a blitz of team fights. Team fight after team fight going the way of Invictus Gaming, and they'll win in this hyper late game.
What a season, what a comeback. And as IG circle the wagons here, they will don their armor, they will unsheathe their sword, and join the Knights Rivals at the round table of the next round of the LPL.
This is the first Aurelia of summer in a major region. It's been played in some of the secondary leagues, but this is the first one we see. And, well, I mean, you've locked in that Zeri. Zeri, I don't think enjoys playing against the Aurelia if you get frozen out on that wave.
Obviously, the only one that's missing is rookies LeBlanc. Hard to fit LeBlanc in this composition. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. But this is looking like a level one that, honestly, IG are happy with. They're going to take the engage out of Marco. No, they're getting the fisticuffs here. We're just having fun. As Abel, he's not.
Oh,
and
no.
that's first blood with the multi-IG flare. Needed to.
Yeah, I think so they really just want to focus on these skins.
I love it. Hey, this is the only time like we've gotten this, I feel like.
Look how cool these skins that they are. So
Oh,
that's
no.
the ego again. Oh no, don't focus on the skin that's going to die.
No, turn away. Let's go look at top lane. They don't need to worry about bot lane.
But yeah, I think it is worth talking about how
timing.
IG, the top 10 LPL player list of all time, and one of them, of course, was Uzi on that one. We have a roam towards topside and see if Wayward can channel his inner Uzi and get some early kills.
Cat versus a bear. I don't know who's going to win, but there's a lady with scissor legs. Why is Cam's going down? He's using the X-Tech ultimatum. He's getting low Wayward. He gets him. Big flash, though, and he gets one back. GLFS able to claw something back here for IG. And I'll get the second one. Come on, man.
It's the battle, Sejuani. GLFS 2-0-1 gets himself a load of gold. Nady's going to pick himself that way for topside as well. Worst Cam, I think it is fair to say, has not had an easy laning phase. Wayward once again says, look, Worst Cam, I know you're a duelist. I know you love these picks. So anyway, here's a Darius in the vein top. Enjoy yourself. Be down 50 CS and see you in the late game team fights. IG, they might have, yeah, he just really likes bullying down in the top lane. He has been doing that very well. IG going to get themselves 3 grubs and the dragon as well. So while top lane is not it is not a safe place for ISCAM. It is not a happy place.
From Nady, but hey, there's one of those minion flashes. Tries to get the vanguards, but can't do it in the end. YSCAM though, he's under tower here. He's trying to take a 1v2. He's trying to use that tech. Oh, he gets it back. Nicely done, YSCAM. But he'll be slowly brought down with the thumbs down from Wayward.
Good clash from Mark. If he gets trapped under the turret, he does die there. So well played by YSCAM, at least to get the cannon minion. Hey. That's fine. No, it's not Overwatch, but hey, we'll see if IG can reap some souls themselves. WE. They have a lot of people that can die on the engage. So the question is now, how do they make it through that? This is the problem right here.
Oh my god, dive. It's not Overwatch, but it might be a submarine captain here for IG as GLFS picks that one up. And he himself is 3-0 on the Sejuani now. Huge stuff from him. And a continuation of that massive domination in game number 1.
Who would have thought that with all the duelists in the game, it's the Sejuani who's carrying with the kills? Like, GLFS, man, he's just showing that Sejuani is damage carry after all. Doesn't have his ult this time. Going to be the grubs coming down. Teleport in from Nani. Has the ult on the flank.
Massive flank here. WE caught themselves with their hands.
No.
Oh no, Nani misses another one. I don't think he's hit a single ultimate yet, but it doesn't matter. GLFS will pick up a 4th kill in the game for himself. They'll even get 5 grubs in total, and we're having a little bit of fun. But IG, they are coming away with this one so far, at least.
Oh man, well, you know what? Maybe it's just a way to celebrate GLFS and his growth within this scene.
Really
you know
is.
what? I think given that IG took a lot of gambles on a lot of the players on their roster, GLFS getting the kills. He has finally players have had the best entrance and the resources they begin for that. Nani gets on top of Fofo, stacks up his passive. Dangerous, gets the blade slow. Full build Aurelia has the blade.
Oh my god, you're just an ADC in a top laner's world now as well. WE following this one. GLFS comes over, RKO out of nowhere. And WE, they're not even going to get a single one.
It's another kill for GLFS. That's the one that we want to see carrying, baby. The carry Sejuani for the jungle. I mean, like, I love the fact that there are so many duelists, so many AD carries. You know who gets all the kills? It's the goddamn Sejuani in the jungle. And then he has really tried to do what the team needs of him. Role swapping, swapping in and out. And there is value to that. Now, the way I've phrased it before is that I have sympathy for Nani. Now, he's also been the reason IG have lost a load of games, so like, I'm not going to say it's been a perfect play, but I have a lot of respect for someone that does the role that they're given to the best of their ability and just tries their very best, you know, and goes beyond what we expect of them. I think I had a lot of respect from them, and now coming into the mid lane. Might just be dying here as well.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
sympathy for him, but he's getting burst out, man.
Oh, his static shift proc. He's back in. No, it's top laner versus ADC. Okay, well, that's unfair because he had Yan Xiang. But it is a 2v1 and one that WE will gladly take.
Okay. 5, 10, 15 minutes of the game where the other player just has to sit there and just wait, and then they get something like steel caps and first item, and then it's the, you know, my turn now, effectively.
Yeah.
Wirescam turns things back around and almost gets himself something from that. Of course, IG 5 grubs, they're able to push in turrets now very effectively too. This has been a very scrappy game. There hasn't really been that much rivalry. It's just been, hey, can I have a 1v1 now? Yes, you can. Here comes the fight.
Yeah, they're going for the fight there. Mark is fully left out by his load, so YSK comes over the hook shot just to make sure he'll pick up that kill. The Glacier Prison, the dive! And I don't know, at this point we need to get them some nice Admiral-like hats for IG. Tried to catch him here. He was laughing so loudly, it seemed, as he got away, and then now he's having a little bit more fun here, trying to dodge away. Oh! He's making some outplays, and Mark coming over to his saving grace, and they got the outplay Wayward. He's laughing his way all the way to the bank.
GLFS can't save them this time. The battle Sejuani can't take down that Vayne from Wayward. Does get himself a turret as well, and suddenly, no WE, they get themselves both of those outer turrets themselves. That's going to be some gold for items for himself for that E upgrade too. You do not want to be stacked here. If Camille gets into you with a multi-man stun, that's going to be a pain. Oh, Mark's been dragged way out of position there. This is a problem. Here comes YSKM.
Here comes Vampire, more so, tries to go for Predict on the other side too. Glacier Prison goes way wide there, on trying to fight his way onto Wayward. Wayward is gone. That is a ton of your damage here. And now Nani, he's up in the front, and Nace is still a huge bruiser comp. Oh, Yan Xiang, he's going in. It's Fofo making the difference, but he's getting the outplays. Yan Xiang cuts him down to size, but it's a triple kill for IG's bot laner.
You know what? I feel like this game can be adequately described by the red side team's tag. Wee! It's just continually going down the slide into chaos. Like, neither of these teams is. You cannot convince me this is a serious game of League of Legends.
Go to a tank frontliner, and Abel's just sitting there by himself, just wondering, why am I not dead yet? As Wayward, he's going to wonder and have the answer given to himself here as he's down. But my goodness, this game's got a little sideways here.
Yeah, carry on our way with Sun into the afterlife. It just doesn't stop. Vampire has found himself another Van Helsing moment. He does have him.
He's got the
God.
convergence.
Stop fighting!
He gets another one! That's a 6-0-8 Sejuani for GLFS. You thought with all these carry top laners that get picked up, it was going to be them getting all the kills. Nah, it's Griffith now. We're looking at bot side, or at least at this top side, as Market. Oh no! Nani, I feel like, has hit a power spike, and W, we're not ready for it. That's a double kill to him. Yan Xiang is in the middle of everything. The IG logos of 2018 come up. The skins are flaring. IG are feeling themselves, and they're taking the Baron on top of everything.
Look, if we're gonna do this kind of blockbuster movie, kind of like Hollywood Michael Bay shenanigans in this game, can we at least get a fun popcorn bucket or something? Can we get ourselves like the Dune popcorn bucket? Because I feel like we need some extra like merchandise here. Proper chill game here. Both jumping over, we're fighting again. Problem is, W very, very squishy, and all of these duelists have their items now. So, good luck, W. 2-item Irelia. Doesn't care that they're down, you know,
bring your towel with
60 CS, or mid lane, you know, was bullied about it in the early game a little bit. Here we go, though.
Oh, Vampire takes that engage, though, easily. Glacial Prison coming down on the side, too, as Wayward's stepping up. He's trying to get it. Oh, no. He almost gets him. Look at Nani. He's looking for the resets. Can't hit it, though. And all of a sudden, you're looking at top lane. You're in him. It's gone, and Fofo can't do anything about it.
Yeah, YSCam.
Oh, it's not going down.
For once, what kind of a game has it come to when YSCam is the level head playing macro moves? What has happened to the YSCam that I know and love? What has happened to this team?
Kind of anti of what it actually is representing, but it's WE who are giving us a show. And now that show is going to continue, and unfortunately, it's not one that they like very much. They're going to go back in for Marks engage. Wayward is here finally. On goes overextended, but still finds Fofo on the fadeaway kill now too, and it's already Mark gone. Yenchiang, he just wants something back. He wants to try to find On, but IG make it out. They do lose Vampire for it, but maybe they go right back in as they're waiting in the bushes.
Yeah, that's still sticking around. That's why Scabby's going to get Abel obliterated.
Abel's gone. WE, they're circling the drain
He's
here.
again.
And YSKM again. It's the top lane shenanigans, bros, coming at you. And it's a double kill going straight over to On. TP's in the base, and YSKM, he's going to be stopped by Mark here. No, maybe not. He's actually taking Mark to task. The minion wave, though, Mark able to clear that one out. The Dragon Soul goes over to IG. Sides, it feels like, but primarily bot side here to try to get a tier 2. And WE, they got a couple fights left.
Well, maybe just the one at this point. I don't know. There's just so much gold, so much tower killing potential. WE, yeah, it is just so destructive here from IG. What do they do? It's another one going forward.
Yeah, you just can't even step up at all. The dive composition sinking down below the waves and sinking WE's hopes and dreams in this summer split. Slowly but surely, the IG logos come out. The signaling of the end as a sweet, sweet melody will sing WE off into their lonely, dark places, as 2025 will be the next time we see this team at IG. They rise to the moment and they claim a 2-0 victory.
These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
And though they have a very powerful pushing bot lane, they need these dragons stacking up for Kroko on the Shyvana.
True,
they'll be able to get this one as well.
Yeah, that Shyvana has a passive. That's a thing.
A little extra, you know, a little extra. But really waiting for that level 6. But yeah, it's going to be curious. There's also the question of grubs coming up. We've already gotten...
Ooh, good satchel.
Really good satchel. Now, Kyle might just have to give his life here. You cannot have this 2v2 go down like this. You already said how lethal Yala can be on the Ziggs. They're looking for first, and that's first blood for LNG. It seems the legends have fallen prey to the Chillin'.
That is, that's a problem. The Panda has been feasted upon by the mythical beasts as the Chillin' gets themselves the first blood. Gala, first blood on the Ziggs, so powerful on this pick. Talking about, you know, is way one of the better. Lilia's Gala is absolutely one of the best Ziggs, maybe even the best Ziggs in the LPL right now. So giving him first blood, not very good at all. And suddenly, you have a winning lane where the Ziggs can hit that turret. 3 grubs given over as well. You're going to imagine now that Gala is going to get a lot of gold from plates because he's going to be able to hit that turret. He can teleport back in. For his flash, but he gets himself a kill. Arrow pulled out by Hope.
They want to try to get this dragon. Oh, no, they want the fights here. Kroko try to get his raid bar up there. They already take way down. There is no jungler available, and Kroko, he's looking to secure a second dragon, stacking up some of that armor and magic resist.
Yeah, Kroko gets himself some big value there. Gets himself kill participation, gets himself that dragon. And
you're going to have Grub again. Better get the doors shut, the windows locked, everything good to go, because it doesn't seem like anyone's legend, if they are behind, are gonna have much success. They need to have some sort of lead so they can be the ones in the driving position.
850 gold off of that satchel for Gala. That's so much. All the gold going over to this Gala 6.
We have seen pretty much both teams choosing a side of neutral objectives and saying we want all of that. Uh-oh. That's
so
not great.
mean.
Yeah, that's very rude. It is all the dragons so far by anyone's legend, but all the topside objectives by LNG. They'll be able to get a lot of the standing gold or use this Rift Herald as a distraction if they want to.
They're very good at reading the map and making decisive plays, and they're making a play here. Not going to be that much value, though.
Will be the Dragon's Descent popped. Need to try to get as much push with that as possible. Speaking of push, Rift Herald takes that standing gold for LNG. Will be responded to on the top side, but another charge going to come through, and that's a Ziggs, baby. You're just waiting for that satchel charge, and that's a huge tier 2 to LNG. Take full advantage of the map play, and this has been the biggest difference, I feel like, by anyone's legend, is their decision-making used to be pretty clear, and now it's become a bit foggy. And Ala, he's turning a little foggy. Scout trying to get away here, going back to his twin soul, at least, and another turret goes to Gala.
If there is one way to describe LNG, they are the best team at taking towers in the entirety of the LPL. They now take those towers, go back towards the Dragon. They haven't spent their gold, but they might not need to.
He's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to pop the Lilting Lullaby. Here comes the combo there, straight onto Krako. Ala has come in. He's by himself. Now Kyle coming over to the side. Now Kyle by himself. Culling going through. They've got the damage there from Shanks. Shanks dashing forward. Scout getting low, but the all-out comes through over onto him. Now Scout trying to find the play. Almost dies himself. Zika dash into safety, but it's not going to be safe for long. Ala was looking for the counter-strike. Hope coming on the side. Now Kyle sacrifices his life, and Gala comes up with the kill. And Gala has been the main name we've said time and time again in this game 1.
The items at this point to be completely broken in these fights. Dragon started up again.
Yeah.
Picture, but LNG get themselves still a decent fight. They've spent all their gold now, and it's going to get worse from here.
All right, Krako showing off some strength against Scout up there. But again, then you see how much damage that does. You see what happens if you don't have a massive lead as Krako on the Shyvana.
But yeah, they're not a perfect team within the LPL. In fact, that's going to be ult from Krako. I really want to just start putting some damage down.
I mean, you can. You're a big old dragon. Why not? You're just walking under turret. Gala is down. That was a shutdown, and Krako showing the strength of the dragon's roar. It's looking really good, but Krako needs to have a good moment. There's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. There's the combo, and Dragon's eating good tonight. Krako with another one.
Yeah, someone's not playing against the Shyvana that much.
Keep the rage up here. Krako can keep his form and use these E's to do massive damage. It's going to be the Baron at 2150, and it goes the way of anyone's legend. Here comes the combo. The Dragon's form is going to drop here. You still have a lot of fighting strength. All out comes out from Zika, separating the fight a little bit. LNG, they're trying to pick off the remaining members. Now, this is Ala's time to shine. Flashes for the counter-strike into AL. They have just unlocked their legendary status. Here comes Scout trying to get the outplay, but he's all by himself again. Now Hung, he's going to have to flash out the other side. Gala, he might be the man of the hour. He's going to lock down Hope, but the lollipop not going to connect. AL come out fighting Zika. He TP'd behind, but he's by himself, and he's just going to be picked out. He is a Cassante, but there is not enough time in the world. And Ala picks up another one. 4,000 damage done, and now the Dragon is spotting in about 45 seconds.
Baron, there's no Ziggs there as well, so you're more than happy to take this fight.
It's just so cool to see anyone's legend playing around these carries, right? Like they drafted the Ashe to really set up.
LNG, we were saying, hey, they've just beaten all of these top teams. They're 6-1. Is this another fight in the mid lane? It's another fight from Krako.
Krako's ramping up. That flame breath could be doing a lot. Look, he doesn't even have to hit you with it. It just has to hit around you. Culling going over on the Hung, but Kyle is down now. Krako's still trying to make his way out. Hung is not going to go down. Weiwei showing the difference here. He's going to get the flash out of him. Oh, he doesn't actually get the damage proc there in the end. And Krako will make it away. Weiwei tries to get the sneaky play there. The whole time, All has been pushing to the side lane with the Baron buff. And I think it's also, okay, well, we don't even get time. Enchanted Crystal Arrow locks down Scout. He gets picked. And it's actually a big amount of gold going to Krako in the end. I think 500 there. As now they're actually collapsing. Where have we seen this before? Nightmare. It's going to hit onto him. We've seen this time and time again, and this is how LNG loses games. We have Crypt Bloom, third item completed for Croco. He's also going to hit level 16.
Blown out. Their early game's been blown out before they can do anything. Croco, huge game from him. 3 items on the Shyvana, which is matching the solo lanes because the amount of gold that he's had and sunk on whoever they hit is winning this game for AL. LNG, I think they still can win their big combos and their grouped up fights, but AL, they're just not giving to them.
I think Hope having a very big leadership role in how AL are able to start these fights, Kyle as well, but Shanks and Croco, Ala, they're the carries, they're the ones you have to watch out for. Ala's been doing so much work in the side lane too, to keep an eye on that one. But for LNG, their big saving grace are the wombos, the combos, and the dance they can get here. They got to dance harder though.
I can see just there that, yeah, you can just use the Shyvana ult just for poke, and that's completely fine, and then you find yourself a couple of jungle camps, and you can start charging up your passive again. So you want it to, once you run out of your last shots, you then go and look for us very, very well. But they don't want to take just a straight 5v5. If they don't manage to catch Gala, and Gala manages to fire a combo back at them, yes, the Shyvana, Jax, they do damage, and doing it again, because they have the extra dragons, has the extra resist as well, which makes it a little easier to tank. Has that Dragon's Descent, we might get ourselves a full team fight for the first time.
Kyle can't be the one getting chunked early. They're Baron gone down. This is another one for anyone's legend. Ala tries to go over to Gala. Big flash, though. Look at it on the other side, though. Weiwei was looking for a lilting lullaby in the pit, though. Croco's going down. 600 smackaroos go over. Now we're getting Trey's back. Anyone's legend repositioning onto the left side of the fight. Kyle still full health. He can go forward. We're about to get the TP back in by Shanks. They want to keep the fight going. They want to keep the fight here with LNG. Here comes Scout, though. Zika is finding the pickup. Ala almost gets him, too. Scout has come in. The saving hero for LNG as Kyle, he's still there. Ala, he can't get the combo with the counter-strike and Scout, he's there. He's getting the damage down. He can't do it though. Ala, the counter-strike comes back up and Scout is left wanting. Ala comes out with a 6,000 hammer down.
Anyone's legend get the Baron and they get the fight. LNG, they double down on their losses as they try to claim some of those Baron buffs back, trying to make sure that AL can't use them. And they just double down right now. So what you're doing with the Shyvana build is getting as many % damage increases from your kit as possible. You get 25% when Shogun's fully stacked. You get 6%.
Oh, they want him.
He's going to take damage now.
They actually take a Fate Sealed in. They're going to get the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Croco is still alive, still kicking. Zika going to take him out again. He's the Dragon Slayer of LNG, and he might be cosplaying here. There's the depth charge going to Hope. They get the lockdown. This is what LNG want. They're in the choke point, though. You got to be careful. Zika going deep. Ala is still there in the fight, but Scout has come back for revenge. Ala all by himself. Shanks trying to fight their way out the solo lanes of anyone's legend in a 2v5. Can they survive? Ala, he's by himself, left out to dry. He's going to burn the flash, and he is going down.
So ends the Baron push of anyone's legend. LNG find the pick onto Croco. It's amusing about how much damage Croco can do with all these % increases.
The part is you can see how much fighting strength the individual pieces for anyone's legend have. But we can't even talk about that much more because there's another denial happening. LNG have gotten 3 Cloud Dragons for themselves. Use some of this vision to maybe catch somebody out if they can take them down. Baron going to be started by LNG, though they want to force the hand.
Kyle has flash, is not on vision right now. Can he get the flank, which ends the game?
Croco has so much poke damage here. Here comes Kyle. Big 5-man Magnet Storm there, but they're going to get all the damage into Zika here. You got to be careful as LNG are repositioning. They're splitting the fight, and they're playing to their strengths as they take down AL. They lose Kyle, at least on anyone's legend side, so they don't have a big front line anymore.
And AL, they forget what the cop wants to do. They see the 5-man engage angle, but it doesn't work. LNG goes straight back towards the Baron.
Hong wants it. Croco doesn't have his form anymore, and Scout has come to town. Croco trying to get away. Weiwei going gold, and look at Hope. He's stepping up to the plate here. Ala, he's gone a little deep. Zika has found Hope, but is it going to be enough? The slowdown is getting him out of there. Gala, a little bit indecisive. He wants to try to follow up. Zika will make it out of there. God, that fight was so back and forth, and I love this game won by AL and LNG. Don't work.
Just
do it again.
Go back towards that Baron. Croco is ulted onto the Baron.
Gonna try to get as much damage. Oh my God, Scout, he's in there by himself in there like swimwear. LNG are turning back around, and the other 2 members of AL. Scout is out of there. Another Baron goes the way of anyone's legend. They just have to get these buffs out of there, and they do.
This time they do manage to get more of those Baron buffs out.
We have almost full item spikes for every AL, just forcing it straight up the gut here. They just want to go straight for the Nexus here, it seems, as they still have the Baron buff covered up for them, but they will just push into the end hip and back away.
A little bit. Gets himself the grubs, I think, or the scuttle crab. So he gets the scuttle crab. That's kind of important. Now, can he survive the rest of the fight? LG,
they
not
don't
full
know.
HP. Dragon's going down. It's just going to get burned.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going at it. 20% more damage done by Croco in front of those dragons, and that will be a soul completed. Now imagine Croco with the Cloud Soul. Them out of this one, just trying to pull the temperament of LNG. They're going to TP on the back with Ala. LNG are the ones that just started up. Enchanted Crystal are going to hit the front line. Zika going to block a lot of that. Croco on the other side, massive damage on the Gala. Look at Ala, he's on the big flank. He might be the death knell here. Kyle goes in, Gala's gone. AL, they're picking them apart one by one. The refight by LNG is looking good though. Scout's still alive. Hope has just been guarding out LNG the whole time, and the Dragon's roar can be heard from Croco as the legends do become legendary. It's one body left, and that's right into the body bag for Scout as anyone's legend have pulled it through.
Anyone's legend, with lost streak, be damned. LNG top of the table, does not matter to them. They pull out the Shyvana, and honestly, this game is a bit of a Shyvana diff. Croco catches out Gala enough to put them into contention and put themselves into the game win.
It's been back-to-back 2-0 losses. It's been a tough schedule, but anyone's legend, they're not ones to back down from a fight. And they will grab game one right out from underneath LNG.
LNG can put Daisy down. It can give a lot of issues to AL, who don't really want to be sitting around trying to cut through that as well. Big carries. When you have stuff like the Sejuani Ivan, you really are playing for your teammates. You have to have this conversation back and forth between who can move and make sure that you are supporting them.
Shanks hovering on bot side while anyone's legend take the dragon. The grubs are going to be started up by Weiwei on the other side with Scout leaning that direction as well. There's going to be a repath up towards top side by Croco. They might be able to get the tag end of this one at the back end, but it is already the push from Zika going to kind of equalize that one, if not the ultimate used.
So, let's have a think about where the first fights of the game are going to come into. We don't have level 6s from supports yet. Of course, when you have Solar Flare, things get very, very easy to force plays. That's one of the reasons why Leona is really good right now. Very tanky, but also just really good at forcing fights. And don't always have to die for it either. Someone like the Nautilus, if you throw the hook, well, whether it goes like stale in terms of when it goes stale, does it go like soft or like hard? Pretty sure that cakes, they go rock hard. So like that's the worst one for them. As Zucker, he might be more easy pickings in this top side. He has no flash this time.
Oh, he's going to use the equalizer on the wave, try to clear it down. It's not going to be fast enough, and he is just cooked under his own turret. Croco almost going down there, but that's first blood for anyone's legend.
Don't think he's hit. Anyway, see if they can get towards that. They do have themselves powerful ultimates coming back off a cooldown, particularly that, of course, that equalizer. That's the one which was used a little earlier. Get the top lane push. Scout going to go into mid lane to see if they can achieve the same thing. Weiwei just looking to maintain the lanes right now, but Croco and Kyle off vision.
There's the drifting. They got the quickness combo there and the grenades. Oh my god, Zika's just in a bounce house, and it's not for a birthday party, it's for his death.
Still don't think they want to take the 4v5.
Weiwei not going to have as much agency there. There's the Blade Caller, though. We said this matchup could get a little dicey for the Jhin. We see, though, in the other side, Grubs, 1 taken by anyone's legend, 4 still on the table and grabbed by Weiwei. AL not confident to step up in that regard. They will end up losing at least some might spawns over to LNG.
Yeah, they stopped the 6 grubs going over. It's still pretty powerful. Jump in a mid lane, forcing the ults out, and that's going to be the end of that. So Shanks showcase that they can do that in this game. Dragon being started by AL. Not sure there's going to be a huge contest from LNG. Gala's not in position just yet.
Already further down than half health here. It might be a spike fight, though. Croco not willing to go capitalize on this one. Is going to be pushed out at the end, and now Croco is getting locked down, too. They actually have to fight on the other side, though. Scout in some trouble, as now he jumps away. Shakes is going out with his own flash, but now he might be going out in his own body bag, too. Zika helps get it, but it's going to be Gala that secures the kills in LNG. They're streaming forward. They've already gotten 2 kills for Gala, but he's not back in this fight just yet. Ala by himself now over here on the other side of the fight, trying to get a pull down onto Hung. He's going to try to get his Q3 knockback. He's in trouble now. Curtain call going to be opened up, but is it going to be in time? Ala able to dash away. The equalizer going to be used in the end by Zika.
I thought that I'll have used his W just before that, and the Daisy had cancelled it. Might have just been the footwork dash that was cancelled, so they don't really have the positioning right now. LNG would rather elect to push out some of the lanes, which is exactly what they're going to go towards. AL will now have themselves a chance to throw that Herald down in one of these lanes, but LNG gets some control over those over top and bot, which was a big thing which they didn't have in that last game. Open up this side lane himself. Shanks is going to trade for some pressure on that tower on the other side of the map, and the mid lane is getting a lot of gold.
Just where you want it, into the Tristana of this composition. Be pretty stable as we move forward to LNG's siege on mid lane, looking for an outer tower here. Be a bit of a response coming in as Kyle is in trouble. Does have the dash out, but he's burning, and there you go. Tick, tick, boom. Hung comes up with the kill. Curtain call. That's not going to be nearly enough to pick up anything there, as a turret does go down for anyone's legend on top side. Krako actually force Scout away there, though. Shank's going to heal up a bit. They go for the engage. Hung going to burn his flash, at least to get out of that one. Re-engage with the Solar Flare. Going to go a bit wide there, though. Turret is being taken to the side. They're going to get the TP coming in from Zika. Dragon is the focus for anyone's legend. This would be Soul Point and Infernal Soul. Gala, he's going to burn that Featherstorm. Going to try to get the big Blade Caller, too. They're blocking them out, but the Equalizer, they are getting blocked out themselves now. The Dragon goes to none other than Gala. Here comes the Fade Seal from Shanks. He's the damage, but he's gone. And now LNG, they need to pick up the scraps, but look at Hope. He's popping off now, too, and 2 kills have gone the way of Allah as well. Hope still full health. Hope with the dancing grenade up there as well. Double kill goes to them. And AL out of nothing make miracles.
LNG get the Dragon, but they lose the fight. Gala's not going to get ulted. He's surely going down.
Oh, he's getting one back, though. That's huge, but 4th shot's the charm. And Hope, he has 3 kills now to match Gala.
Themselves a lot of gold again. Once again, LNG, their team fights are looking really, really quite poor today. Lacking damage could be a big difference.
I mean, they are not ready for this. If they do lose Hung, that's a massive front line. The only real front line that LNG can handle with. The Dragon coming down from its perch. LNG already able to take the last Infernal Dragon, but AL, they are putting this one down. The TP going to come in. It's a little bit late. Hung trying to get over here for an engage. Weiwei is not going to be in the pit for the Dragon. Afterwards, though, Daisy is tanking up a storm, but about to go down as well. Hope going to burn some shots into it. There's the Glacial Prison used. Scout buffering it out beautifully now. Re-engage, though, looking for a big Fate Seal, but is it going to be just the pick out? Re-engage with the great entrance. There's that Fate Seal, but it's not going to be enough. That's actually explosive charge there, rather. Gala doesn't end up getting the big Blade Caller.
Dying very, very easily. Now in picture, now the Baron started by anyone's legend. That could be also on the table.
They have those second item spikes themselves. Daisy coming back into the fold. It's a 6v5, but the Baron getting low. So who's going to go in for the smite? Is it going to be a 50-50? They go for the fight, though. Here comes Shanks. Glacial Prison goes a little bit wide. AL, they need to back out of this one. This is a front to back that they are losing.
As we said,
they get it, and that's 4,000 on the Baron. That is anyone's legend. Losing control, Krako. He needs to save them, but he's not even going to try. And LNG move in, clear out, and that's a Baron buff for all 5. That has lost some game 1s very horrifically. Think back to that LGD series. Now on the siege into the tier 2 in mid lane. Already going to claim that gold. They still have Baron buff for another 2 minutes. The side lane is starting to push a little bit there too. They already have Scout and bot lane. It's looking like a full court press here, but anyone's legend, they want to collapse a little bit. This is a pretty good fight for anyone's legend. The curtain call is going to be doing a decent amount of spacing here. Zika gets sniped by Hope. And now they get the engaged by Daisy there in the end, using that tool very well.
The last couple of fights, the value which Weiwei has brought has been absolutely absurd. The redemption very nearly saved Zucker. It did save Hung in that last Dragon fight, but it isn't quite enough there because Zucker was so out of position. Look, let's just not chance it. Let's go get some side lane gold, get themselves that extra gold onto Shanks, who's going to go towards this inner turret and take that one down.
A lot of standing gold given back over, and a chunk of the lead given back, a little bit at least. That Dragon being taken over there. Going to be a nice time buy, at least for these marksmen to get even further ahead. Oh, no. Kyle just trying to get away from Harm's breath. Does take the explosive charge on the back end from Shanks. Is holding it. He's staving off the entrance of AL. Krako in the back of the pit. There's never been a bigger chance to go for a 50-50. He's not going to get it. Gala denies him. Now he's just dead in the pit, too. Scout jumping all over AL. Hope is just a poor little Jin in a Tristana's world now. 2 Shakes going in by himself. It's a double kill over to Gala. And LNG, the Chillin' has awoken from its sleep, and they will not go quietly.
Cannot match their performance from game 1. No Shyvana to save them this time as LNG march towards the base.
It's their home arena. It's them on the cusp of locking top 2 with a bye in their eyes. And they need this win over AL. And they'll bring us to match point. They'll bring us to an even scoreline in a best of 3. LNG have a very stalwart composition, giving Gala and Scout the sticks here and having a ton of damage on their side in the setup through Weiwei.
If Weiwei gets himself into takeaway and he might be looking for a dive here, that can definitely help the early game.
Doesn't have Mega Gnar, has a massive wave, does get the flash out. He just moves around LNG, and now they're going to try to re-dive here. The turret is going to be coming down on a Weiwei, but it's not going to be enough first blood to LNG. It's going to be all about the grubby tubbies.
That it is. I think when you've got the Gnar and the Rumble on the top side, it's a very flippy matchup. You want to kind of keep resources up there to try and nullify things. Weiwei has Smite, so it'll probably be Smite on one, Smite on the other.
Oh, that's really rough. That was 1 health on the grub there. Really big pickup by Krako.
What? This is so weird because the smite went the other way onto the other grubs. So they ended up smiting different grubs. That first one, it could have been 2 very easily picked up by him from LNG if I read that situation correctly. No big fights happening in the game just yet. We might have now. They're arrow into mid lane.
Hope, the marksman, and he gets the lockdown onto Scout, and you're going to be reckoning that friendship from before on EDG. The X-Flash fatal, so just putting hurt where it hurts the most into the heart of LNG at this point in Scout. And if he's not having a good game, we have seen LNG falter in a lot of cases now.
So that will be very important, particularly for the Gnar. Gnar's typically a very good turret hitter. Some big solo lanes that which can go powerfully after this point. Kyle, Hex flashing forwards, arrow coming through.
Wait, he can't get out. He does use that really nice cease and desist, but it doesn't matter because Allah just shoves his head into the wall.
All these objectives has just not been that great. They do have themselves level 6 on Hung. He can definitely be a strong front line. Crocker's going to take down one of these. I don't really think you can contest, though.
I mean, I just feel like you have not only the setup for Hope, but also some damage to back it up, too. The Ashe is going to have a lot to say here, but it's really nice to see AL play around their strengths, move some of those strengths around the map. AL. It is the Trinity Force, though, complete for Weiwei, so he'll have some strength in the skirmish that they want to come down here.
Yeah, good individual damage. Scout, buddy, you can't be there. You're on the weak side. You got to be careful. He's just used it. Oh, Scout!
And the arrow! No, not again! Hope just has his number. And Scout getting caught in the side lane. This is how they lost a part of it in game number 1.
It would have been okay. Now suddenly, LNG are going to have to buy some time, wait for that teleport to come through from the Azir.
Allah stacking up the Mega Gnar on the bot side, trying to get another play 2 before they go down. There's going to be the TP in here, but the Dragon secured by LNG. Right. So it'll be a Mountain Soul, but they get 2 in a row.
I think he's largely been the second best AD carry to Gala in this series, especially in the laning phase. But these arrows and these teamfight impacts have been so big. He's got another arrow coming up in a little while. Maybe not in time for this Herald, though, as it started up by LNG.
Have a lot of tools up for LNG. More importantly, that equalizer for Zika, just waiting to lay down the red carpet. Krako circling with the swirl seeds, was maybe looking for an angle for the lilting lullaby. Shanks is collapsing now. Here comes that lullaby. Sing it sweetly as Scout gets completely collapsed on by Kyle. Hung, he has the unbreakable, but it will be broken and his will shattered as AL swoop in and find the fight.
Oh,
Gala.
I thought that was going to be so much
more.
Oh,
no. Hope overextends. Weiwei still at cease and desist, but the barrier, it saves the damage. Kyle was looking for a re-engage there, too. Both ADCs going neck and neck.
It's just not been it so far, even though he's on the Azir, which he's made a lot of huge game wins on for his teams across the last year or two. He's just not been it in this game. 0-3, picked off by arrows, positioning poorly. It's going to make things a fair amount more difficult for AL. That's another arrow. It's on target again!
He can't miss, dude! It's actually insane. And this was all foreshadowed from game number 1. He literally was the biggest difference maker, it felt like, in that one, with a ton of the arrows, and he is making it happen. Look at that cheeky little smile on his face down there.
That's all right. And LNG, they are a team which loves playing through getting gold in side lanes from their solo laners like this. They have been stopped at every turn by anyone's legend.
Gotta keep watch where Hope's arrow is gonna land if anyone's legend can keep that Hope up. About half health on this Dragon. Zika getting the heat up Allah has the Meganar go at a couple bars to keep an eye on here, but AL are going to move in because they have Meganar available to them. It's going to be about 3,000 health. Weiwei circling around the edge, maybe trying to find an entrance in. Dragon's going to be denied by LNG. Kyle is going to flash away, re-engaged by Allah. Here comes Weiwei, he tries to get the flash play. They try to get shakes, but they can't do it just yet. Finally, the bird comes through. Lilting Lullaby a little bit late by Kroko. Does deny Weiwei from continuing, but Gala gets the step up here with the arcane shift. Dragon denied against LNG, but they do end up sticking a fight.
He gets himself that Q flash and ends up being bit of an even trade. Teleport on the top side. Scout once again being focused down in the side lane.
Will the Sun Disc be bright enough to save the day? A couple TPs coming in, and that big Zanya's moment there. Hope coming around the edge. Scout! He gets the three-man shuffle! We've been waiting for him to show up, and he might have just set the trend. As he does end up going down, it does end up in a double kill for the man himself. And that focus on getting Scout in the side lane, take down some of these turrets.
Yeah, he's right on that bot lane out of turrets. That's going to be taken down there. This is where I think that play on the top side might have just broken things back into LNG's favor.
LNG, they will end up pulling off that dragon at the end, so it's going to be a little bit of a delayed take there, but Scout's going to keep Prio in mid lane. They're going to move over to that one too.
Yeah, you know, we've criticized a lot of LNG's play today. Well, we've questioned a lot of it because of course they lost that first game and they had some not great series recently. But this is still good play from them. They use that one play top lane where Scout gets that shuffle to just bring things back into a point where they can start calling the shots a little bit more and at least have options. They open up that map. They kind of pull AL from the Baron and back to it. They get themselves an opening to get Dragon and mid lane turret. AL, do they have the tools to fight this play?
1,000 gold and fight gold power for anyone's legend coming into this one. Not much of a lead, but something to work off of. Hope always looking to pick somebody out. You have to think about top lane, how the TPs are going to affect this one. Dragon already started up, but AL, they're kind of willing to let this one be tanked up by LNG. Kyle, he's on the corner. They're going to get the TP in. Allah has not committed just yet as True Shot Barrage comes across. Kroko trying to get the pit. It's going to go the way of Weiwei. They get the Mountain Soul. Kyle goes wide with the engage. Allah has Joy, but he's not even Meganar now. And there's the big sweep and a shuffle from Scout. The TP to mid lane. LNG are done with this one. They want to put the nail in the coffin here. Weiwei will be given his own coffin, but it's LNG that find the fight, find the soul, and now they're pushing in mid lane.
LNG, it is methodical, it is slow, but you can't deny its effectiveness. LNG stabilized through Scout shuffling topside, and honestly, this feels like it's over except for the Cryer now.
Anyone's legend getting antsy in the mid lane.
Scout once again in the side lanes, puts up that Sundis, starting to push things out. He doesn't have the teleport.
They're searching to make something give in this game, and it's centered around the Baron.
Scout's teleporting in. The Baron might be gone, but will they survive the fight?
It's a make or break moment here. Big True Shot Barrage from Gala. Scout on the other side waiting for it. Weiwei goes in here. They got the equalizer into the choke point. The Baron's not even the focus. The Baron goes to Weiwei anyways. And LNG, they're looking at a clean ace right now. Hope is no longer existent as another quadra kill comes through for Gala, and they've done their business. They did what they needed to do.
In this arena for LNG, they will secure themselves top 2 going into playoffs as seeding, and AL will have to wait another day to break their loss streak.
It might be the last series for LNG, but they showed us what they can be at their highest high in this last game at least. Able to pull it out and Scout.
These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
Higher value with this one. If you can use that to corral people into Breed's ultimate or into Chris' combo, that of course becomes a very powerful tool as well. Milky Way, has he looked out on the mark? Has it spawned just yet? It has. It is on this bot side looking for his first mark of the game, but he's been pushed into.
Oh, this is exactly what you want to see from Weibo. Collapse around the star jungler of FPX, and he's going down to none other than Xiaohu. FPX are left wanting, but they do get something back for care. Tarzan falls. Now Light and Crisp have found life. And maybe they even find death there too. Light not able to follow up too much. Oh, he's weaving these shots in. Now Care is going to dodge his way out, but Light falls docked up. He steps up. He's got the barrier set up. And Xiao, he dodges out of the Void Seeker. Xiao comes up with another kill for Weibo.
It's 4 minutes in. We've got 4 kills. Welcome back to the LPL.
This is what I'm talking about. Oh my god, Xiaohu's already got care half. Oh, that's not good. He's on the wrong side of the wall. Gonna have to take the long way around, and
Red
they can
buff.
follow that one up. The fact that he didn't get over the wall is gonna make the difference, and care falls to Xiaohu. Look at him shaking his head. He knows that's rough. 3-0 for the Tiger King of Spring.
There's grubs on the top side. Of course, he's got himself 2 marks in that early game of the Kindred. See if he can get himself any more and get himself up to that 4 mark for his first range increase. Fun thing about Milky Way, so my brother watches a lot of LDL, and he was filling me in on this. So in the breaks when Milky Way was in the LDL, every single break there was a video of him talking about his Kindred builds. Like, he was that popular and that effective at it. This guy has like made an entire career of it, and of course we've seen it in the LPL now. But he was, even before he made his way up to the LPL, he got a huge amount of like recognition for this pick, and he's got himself a decent early game start. Let's see if he can continue it on. Spring, in terms of stability, this duo wasn't that consistent in Spring. In fact, they were often criticized. They might get focused on again here.
Tarzan's here, and you know if something's gonna pay off, it's gonna be resources given down to Crisp and Light. They get the knock up on the end, and Crisp picks up the kill. Milky Way needs to be a bit careful. There's a lot of body blocking, maybe a little bit of roughhousing happening. There's gonna be the Lamb's Respite care with the lightning crash on the other side. It is gonna be Bramble Smash back, double headbutt pulverized combo at least from Crisp, and they end up getting care in the end. Light looking for a snipe on the light.
CDZ.
Here comes CDZ. I don't know where we're getting the WWE music, but we need to start playing it now because, oh my God, Xiaohu! Another double kill goes over to this man, and go ahead and give him a triple kill! Or at least from Weibo, but man, this guy Xiaohu, the legacy he's had, the RNG story, top to mid, wherever it was, but it really is a continuation of kind of the conversation we were having last series, where it's an era of new stories being told by legacy players across new organizations. So far, so good in this one, at least. FPX putting a lot of pressure over on the Breed, who does not have the Slicing Maelstrom, but has his team, and maybe all he needs. He is going to get that flash out there. Milky Way getting low. Milky Way going down to Tarzan, of course. Here's the Solar Flavor Care has come in. He's going to clean one up on a Tarzan. Meanwhile, Xiaohu has been back at the base, taking a whole turret down there. It's up on the other side of the map. We saw the grub again completed by FPX, but now the Rift Herald is up here. Weibo going to be spotting out Life and Milky Way as they get collapsed on by Breed. He locks the exit here. He is the entrance, though, and they get a double kill before they can even turn any damage on Breed.
His Kindred finds himself at 0 and 4.
Oh.
Xiaohu has 7 kills, and that is far too much damage. Xiaohu, he didn't even end up completing the Muramane. He went back and built a BF sword because he wants even more early AD. He wants himself an earlier start towards that Infinity Edge. And if he wants to get himself that BF sword on that back, you know what? Who am I to argue? He is absolutely shredding people in this game.
I mean, that one phosphorus bomb just did like all of Doctor's health.
To save Milky Way. I think he's going to get burst out before he even thinks about stepping up into a lot of these fights. And I don't care how good of a player he is on this champion, the gold is stacked against him. But I think this is going to take down the mid lane turret. They're not going to be able to stop that charge, so sadly for FPX, they've lost their side lane towers, they lose their mid lane outer turret very, very easily. Now Weibo, they are complete run of the map. It's going to be very easy for them to walk into the enemy jungle and do narco things, which use the pseudo wards of those saplings to give advanced notice, put down extra wards. And what this means is that it's just so much easier to get into positions like this.
You can find as much as... Oh! A little bit of turnaround damage there. Xiaohu is getting low, and he's going to go down. 1,000 smackaroos goes right to Doctum. Will be a trade in the end. They're back as Xiaohu and ZDZ are gone.
Rage of the Kasance goes down, 1,000 gold shut down. Breathe is now alone on bot side. There is a teleport from Xiaohu, but he's not up in 20 seconds. Breathe's just alone.
Oh, he's trying to get care. He gets the lockdown there. I don't know if he's going to have done damage, though, as everything's used onto him. Milky Way will claim the kill, and I do believe that was another mark, too. Be looking at tier 2 of bots, that's going to be even more gold. I mean, that's so much for an outer turret down here. He is able to clean up that 700. There's a play on the other side by FPX.
Yeah, there's the objectives as well. The bouncies, the all-out over the wall.
Oh, Tarzan, he's in a little bit of trouble. Has the blast coming to the Bramble Smash combo. There he is, and he's out of there. Crisp is actually looking for a re-engage. Oh, he doesn't hit the headbutt pulverized, but the Nature's Grasp might just lock them down enough. True Shot Barrage across 2. Life goes right back in, but they just brought themselves into the wombo. Breathe is gone, but Light is looking to clean things up. Doctum now has his own flank. Lamb's Respite's going to buy a lot of time for FPX, but will the health bars matter? Care goes in, they lose a lot, but they get one back now. Look at Light. Oh, what? The blast cone! What a play! And Xiaohu cleans up another triple, as now he's back looking for more kills. Ducked him. It's like a horror movie. The barrier comes out. He's dodging out as he makes his way away. Oh, Milky Way goes down to execution. There's the TP coming in to finish the job. Xiaohu can't chase him down, but Breathe can.
And that is on the 20-minute mark. Weibo, I don't know what the hell they were doing around their red side jungle, but it works out in their favor.
Trying to find all that poke damage in here. It's going to be the name of the game, at least. CDZ is over here with a pretty healthy tank bar, but yeah, I mean, the Baron's already going down. Weibo take so much in one fell swoop. Now almost 6,000 gold, a little bit more than that in the advantage.
Kill, but I see the angle, but Blast going to get everyone into melee range of you is maybe not the play. That Infinity Edge, but when you're this fed, having the extra range on the auto attack, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, I would say so. The siege is here, though. You're actually getting a multi-lane push right now as tier 2 towers are going down everywhere. Weibo.
That's a tank, by the way.
Yeah, by the way.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's the items, and this is why Xiaohu, like, he doesn't necessarily need to go towards the Lord Dominus regards to the Infinity Edge just yet. Yes, Care is staying alone on that bot side. I think the problem is, with the 20 seconds less than this Baron buff, you're getting objective banners and you're getting gold, but you're losing so much in your base. I guess they couldn't defend it anyway. There was no way you could wave clear against it. You really don't want to face up against Xiaohu.
The push in mid right now, though.
You're still probably getting 2 inhibs down.
I mean, look at this siege coming through. I mean, FPX have come out. There's a couple minions left for them to clear up.
And then the gold lead very much helping alongside that too. That's a solar flare put in just as the people
okay.
trying to escape.
They realize Chris' name once was part of FPX. They need to take him down. Oh, no, but it's turning around on them. Now Nature's Grass coming down. The Roots going to lock down the Phoenix and ducked him. Oh, no, he takes it. There's Lightning Crash coming out from Care. I don't think they have enough damage to keep going. Milky Way is down. Everybody for FPX is down. The Phoenix has been quelled in game number 1, and it's at the fangs of the Tiger King of Spring, Xiaohu, with a legendary performance in this game number 1 and putting FPX down.
This might just be Xiaohu's best game of the entire year. Weibo start to ramp up. They start to put themselves onto the board. We thought they were dead and buried, but they have much more left to show us.
They absolutely do. The Happy Poro signal in the end, and Xiaohu was literally just going after the turrets there. Now they're looking for kills. Life is gone. They had to put some punishing onto the support of FPX, and that will be a 1-0 lead for Weibo in this pivotal series.
The draft, we see Life getting the Rumble support. Of course, FPX played so much of the Ashe Rumble in spring. It is definitely a flex pick for them. The lockdown has now come down from ZDZ. Not a 1v1, it is a 1v3, and Care is currently not even being able to hit minions.
And I actually like this because Tarzan is foregoing a lot of his jungle advantage and maybe trying to find an advantage for Xiaohu to play through. Milky Way did invade over onto Tarzan's jungle. He had already completed that side clear, and now they're looking at this mid lane play. Weibo, they're caught here, maybe. Life has come over. Oh, they get the engage onto him, and now Light is over here. Life going to be forced to flash. Is he going to make it out alive, though? The Jets getting him to safety.
This is something you can do against Yone. You don't see it that often, which is you just turn him off the first few levels. And Yone is the kind of person who stat checks logs. Where's he going? He's going towards mid lane. Tarzan's going to be there too.
The
Gold
flash,
card.
they got him! They needed to punish him, and they do. Care comes away with the first blood for FPX.
ZDZ blows his flash, blows his ult, but it's an important kill into that mid lane. Care finally gets himself some resources. Milky Way not level 6 yet. He's not that powerful before that ultimate is upgraded. ZDZ still in the river though, still has gold cards. Tarzan going to stop FPX at just that one grub taken. He'll take the other 2 for himself.
No grub again this time. Both teams contesting on every side of the map so far. I will say it's nice to see FPX maybe put a little bit more presence down here on the spot side. Dragons do end up paying dividends for Shyvana to put down Care. The Dragon does end up getting completed with the move up from bot lane of FPX.
And Milky Way very quick to clear through those as well. Gold card in the top side from ZDZ. ZDZ doing more than fine here. Quite weird compositions, which are difficult to play, but they use it all the same. That's going to be a jump off the wall, surely.
Xiaohu, there's a dragon there. He's going to flash times anyways. It's Milky Way that picks it up. That's really big for FPX.
Flash, and it's still your own life being lost. Lucian is not the same champion when you're not being as lane dominant. ZDZ is going to have a visit from Life. Exhaust Ball.
Destiny, try to get on the other side of Breathe. Breathe realizes there's probably more trouble coming his way, and as he sees life, you'll know the Flame Spitter's coming out. Slicing Maelstrom off the wave there and trying to get some damage on the life, but he knows what is coming for him, and it's a card straight to the back, and ZDZ picks up another one. 3-0 start. The TF thumbs down, and it's a thumbs up all the way for FPX in this early game.
Getting away with all 5 of the grubs that they could get after the first spawn went down, so they'll be 5 to them most likely.
ZDZ has been extremely lane-focused as, yeah, no, there's a dragon there. Oh, it's going to be the one taken by Milky Way, so the trade ends up going down a little bit more in favor of Weibo as they'll have 4 total. God, that damage is ridiculous anyways onto a squishy member.
And, also, let's just check in with that build again, confirming that it is the Nash's Tooth being built in first from Milky Way, so it gives you obviously a good amount of ability haste. Chris might be onto CDZ. He has that flash, might be forced to blow it at some point. He's not going to be very tanky. Breathe does have his ult backup. He doesn't have the flash to instantly stun. ZDZ, he knows something's happening. He knows something's happening.
What's in the cards?
How safe is he going to be?
Oh, he's got the CC chain on him. Is he able to use the flash? He does get out of the crash down. Nobody can follow. Oh, the Requiem. Is it enough? And no, not enough, but it's the end up burn that comes through. The Blackfire Torch comes out, and that's big for Tarzan to get something back.
Interesting, but FPX, they are punishing them at their own style right now, and it is about the skirmish. He has his ult again. Dragon's going to be taken. It's going to be easily out from FPX, but where is that next Destiny gate going to go towards? I think ZDZ is the real conductor of this early game for FPX. They're in a bit of an odd series too, because they definitely get it. Of course, all of our teams are locked in towards players, but it's looking increasingly more likely. Oh my god, flash forward.
Oh, ZDZ's got the Destiny. He is out of there. Requiem, they're waiting for the cooldown. He's not going to be up.
Do they know he's recalled?
Nah, there's no way. They think he's already gone. Yeah, Xiaohu does take a side lane turret, and that's first turret there for Weibo.
Yeah, there is
going to be available for all the people that matter in terms of damage, at least. Support's going to be left out, but Xiaohu jumps on the life with Crisp going in. Does end up missing the engage there. Milky Way goes in with the Dragon's Descent, and Dragon's gobbling up one. Crisp burnt to a crisp, and Tarzan about to give his life over here. Bullet time canceled, but gets the kill first. Requiem, is it going to be enough? Doctum, he is not going to go down.
With Cass still staying on the sideline. This is good for FPX. There's going to be a teleport potentially back in. Doctum, no summoners. That's going to be a Breathe cannon going straight towards him.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought maybe he was strutting his stuff away, but Breathe, add insult to injury. It's going to take him a little bit to go. Okay, Doctum. He's got a little bit of move. He's got teammates. Breathe. No! Doctum survives. Milky Way with another one.
As well, Doctum gets himself closer towards Infinity Edge of that second item. That'll be a big point of power.
And see FPX perform like this after taking 2 brutal 2-0s has been really, really nice. Milky Way finally getting his hands on the Dragon Sticks, and he's doing really well with it so far. Crisp is your tank, by the way. Milky Way, though, he's getting collapsed on now by Weibo. He's in some trouble. They got their Dragon Slayer cosplay on, and he is down. It goes to Breathe as well.
Treads, though, just yet, which really does change that matchup. Probably does still need to go towards the Moat Treads just to shrug off gold cards. As
I just started talking about FPX's need to come back and the kind of troubles they've had here recently.
Weibo aren't even in position to contend with this. Breathe is in base as a Xiaohu. They are going to put down that health. You're going into a 3v5 right now, Chris.
Life is not tanky. There's the bait seal with the bullet time combo. You love to see FPX synergizing so well. It is the charge, though, about the Rift Herald from Weibo in the mid lane. Not going to get the turret here. FPX rebuff them.
To an extent, but that was in a 3v5, and it's a 1-for-1, and then you've now got a full health Breathe and Xiaohu with ults.
Requiem coming down, but it's not even going to be needed in the end, and it's actually Xiaohu comes away with this one, and looking for more Milky Way. Oh, the snipe, the combo from Light and Xiaohu, as Weibo are finding their own give in this game. They finally take the lead.
Risky build from Milky Way.
It is indeed. You saw how really strong the Dragon was earlier in this here. The Breathe versus ZDZ, though. Slicing Maelstrom. You don't have any more damage. ZDZ trying to get it. ZDZ with the outplay, but here comes the Requiem. Gives the thumbs up as he goes down. Tarzan picking that one up. Again, we've already highlighted so many times it's not going to be easy to take this fight against Weibo, and they're still picking up gold that's standing on the map.
Yeah, waiting to see if anyone's going to wave clear. Doctor just shows over the wall. Like, can get himself some poke. Bloodthirst means it's less valuable, but what the Dragons give you is options, and FPX do get themselves something. I don't know if they're winning this trade, though. Cannon's getting a lot of gold out of this bot lane, both the outer turret, now the inner turret might even just fall in its entirety just to go tankless. Great damage from Light. But, like, Weibo making the right decision to not immediately go towards the Dragon. Get as much out of the map as you can. FPX still on contending it. You can get yourself something more if possible. Milky Way throws out the ult, gets some good poke through with the Shadow Flame, Nash's build, which is much higher AP than the build we saw.
Speed up there at least. Oh, bot lane though. Culling. They're going to flash for it. Xiaohu, he gets the kill on his EDZ. They've lost all their pressure at side lane. They lose a tier 2 tower down there as well, and that cannot happen for FPX.
Where they're playing against very quickly pushed plays. Here comes Chris right onto Milky Way.
Right there, and Milky Way forced to use the Dragon's Descent defensively. Equalizer comes away. A lot of burn damage. Oh, bullet time coming over. Crisp very low in the end, and there you go. Doctor finishes him off with the flash. That's going to be a big pick off by FPX.
Tarzan now not having flashed. Yeah, Tarzan, lower HP, no flash. I think this is a Baron nerf to FPX, unless Weibo can find a way to contest with Breathe with his flash and his ult.
Life not willing to give any more of his life over. Here comes Care. He gets the combo. There you go. The flash is coming forward. Xiaohu going to get the big trade, though. Back into the Baron pit. FPX are trying to fight out. Milky Way! Milky Way! He's dead to the Baron! Breathe comes around. Doctor trying to get it back, but a double kill for Breathe. And Weibo make them hurt.
There's just so much damage everywhere on the map. Teleport back in from Breathe without his ultimate. That could have been risky.
ZDZ, step back. ZDZ, step back, bro. Oh my goodness. The avalanche has come. The double thumbs up there, but it's going to be a sad one for FPX.
Making this series of plays, they can't defend this Baron very easily, and they're going to have to now respond to the Baron start from Weibo.
Weibo are making a mountain out of a molehill. They do end up getting one body down. Care getting a big trade back, but they're right back onto the Baron here, and there is no smite in the vicinity. That'll be a Baron buff and a Baron power play to Weibo.
How did this end up with Weibo getting the Baron? Do you have ult for Breathe with no flash? Chris doesn't have his flash, but he has his ultimate as well. Can FPX out team fight their way through to an Ocean Soul?
Breathe just made 2 back-to-back hero plays, and he might not be done yet. Crisp on the other side. Requiem has already come through to get that initial damage down. Xiaohu's in the pit now. ZDZ Destiny over on a Crisp.
Ooh.
As they do end up moving FPX out of the front of the pit. They don't have an entrance back in, and it'll be yet another Dragon denied against FPX.
Damage all the same, and then Light gets himself that ult across 2 as well. Suddenly, you have Weibo pushing into the side of the map.
Oh
Xiaohu!
my god! ZDZ is just eviscerated! Oh, though Crisp on the other side is going to be burned to a Crisp there himself. Xiaohu laying down the damage. And double kill for the man himself, Weibo. They're on the push, and they're on the move.
Composition out of this one now. Care caught out in the side lane. It looks like ZDZ is dead. He won't be able to respond, and Care is overstayed now. There are multiple people here from Weibo. This is probably quite a dead Yone.
He's going to try to outplay it as best he can. Slice Maelstrom coming out. He's not going to get very far with it, though, and he does get the knockup, but Light ends up claiming that one.
Actually a contender going in towards playoffs as well if they end up winning through today. Very good likelihood that they will be starting beyond that first round of playoffs as well. We'll see exactly what they can do with that one. Because currently they're sat in that 4th place margin, and they can see themselves locked into 4th with a win here.
You can get some really good consistency from them towards the end, because that's also something to look back at. As Breathe not even going to look back at nothing, because he's going for the kill to ZDZ, and he gets him too. It will give the kill back to Milky Way.
The ultimate comes in from Karthus, and once again, it's not at all. It has huge amounts of items. In this game, it's quite hard. I think that Weibo are also a team which are pretty happy to go towards the hyper late game as well. That's the TF ult popped by ZDZ. They will spot the Baron going down, and they'll trade it for side lane gold instead, because they do not want to face Weibo around that top side of the map.
Yeah, they can't even hope to at this point. There is the true shot. Right? Oh my goodness.
Wow, okay.
It's 4 members. Both Milky Way and Life are very worse for wear.
Vision, that ultimate stops the recalls coming through. They can use that vision plan. Yeah, FPX, they've been stopped from recalling. This is what's happening. They're being herded together. Xiaohu's burst.
Milky Way trying to get away. Everybody's starting to get their backs off. Here comes Breathe. Breathe by himself. He is caught out, though. Here comes Crisp, though, to get the difference. He does get one back. Milky Way has gone Dragon Ascend. Has now Light over there, stepping up. Xiaohu and Light, though, they have an angle. Oh, that was an arcade shift forward. They know what they're coming for, and it's for the heads of the Phoenix. A couple quick ones. True Shot Barrage coming up at Milky Way. He's got to run his way away. He's in the bush. He's going to try to run out here. Xiaohu, he's got a distance. He's got the dash. He's got the damage. Needs one more, though. Crisp coming on the other side. Dragon is down for FPX. Xiaohu claims that kill, and the dragon, the real one, was trying to be attempted by Care, and he completely gets taken away from it, and it's a third dragon in a row for Weibo.
Their form, FPX, they have struggled up here in the Ascension group versus a lot of our top teams, and Weibo have shown a better level of form than we've seen from them in the entire year so far. Xiaohu finds himself at 3.6k and he's going back in.
They actually got Xiaohu here. That's big shutdown money going over. Light also goes to a shutdown to ZDC. The man just picked up 1,800 gold in one heck of a play. Although Breathe ends up handling on the other side. It's a triple kill to ZDC, but Breathe, he's going down. No, the Requiem, is it going to be enough? Duckdom, he's healing so much from that Bloodthirster. The defense is there for FPX, but they lose so much. And now Care is about to be finished by Weibo as Milky Way uses the Dragon's Descent to try to get some damage onto the wave there. They do lose the inhib turret on bot side. Not going to lose the inhibs just yet, though.
Yeah, given how much of a fist fight this game has been, that finish might be a Mortal Kombat finisher at this point, going towards the X-ray. We'll see which side it goes towards. FPX, I think they're feeling a little bit more on the ropes, though. Down a huge amount of gold into this late game, and I think with the GA on Xiaohu, it's so hard to get rid of that damage instantly on one side. Care has been struggling to have impact on the other. Look at the damage for the Lucian.
He has no hope. The Requiem, it's done. Tarzan gets the first kill, and that might signal the avalanche that we've been building up for Weibo to come to bear. As FPX have been cooled, they've been frozen. Their loss streak is looking like it's about to continue on. And Weibo, in their last series of this Rumble stage, have pulled themselves back from the brink of a terrible early game. And Breathe goes golden. By time, Care's just gone. The no minion wave here, though, does mean that Weibo are a little bit dicey. Only half health left on this Nexus turret. And Weibo, they've done it. Life, he's going down too. One more engage from Weibo, and Crisp against his old team, and in their finishing game, Weibo take a 2-0 over the Phoenix.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.